I've always thought United Way has probably got the best sense of, or the best pulse on the whole community. What our needs are, what our resources are, and how we match all of that up, as well as the gaps and how we strategically pull all of that together. So an association with United Way means, I think, an expectation of high quality work, but it also puts you into a bigger picture. It puts you into a community strategy that makes you bigger than you are yourself. COVID has been a big change for us. Especially homeless shelters are built to do a lot of things. They're built to be efficient. They're built to be able to provide as much service as we can. They are not by themselves built to keep people distance and to give you the healthy environment that comes with that. So we had to make some pretty big changes with COVID to make sure that we achieved more distance between people, that we were able to get people in a safe spot, and that we were kind of preserving our ability to continue to serve for as long as this pandemic lasted for us. When we decided to adapt by moving people out of a shelter setting and into a hotel setting, knowing that that put four walls around people and gave us better distancing and better ability to isolate and quarantine when necessary, there were a few concerns around that were operational of how are we going to pull that off, but the big concern was one that was financial of can we have the resources to do that. So the community responded, United Way responded in a great way to allow us to do that. Then the operational part of that became secondary. So that was really one of our concerns, and the other one was, how long is this going to last? When we went in, we put, I think, a 30-day solution in place. And that now was 3 months ago, and we're still kind of in one degree or another working that solution. So that was maybe the hardest one, was the unknown of what is this and how long will it last. One of my favorite COVID client stories was on the day we were moving from the hotel back to shelter. As I walked up to the hotel that morning, July 1st, getting ready to help with our process for moving back, I saw a lady sitting outside the hotel, and I recognized her because I helped check her into the hotel 80 days earlier. I said, "Are you ready for the move back?" And she said, no, I'm not going back to the shelter. I said, "Well, what's going on?" She said, "Well, since I've been here, I continued to work, I saved my money, and I'm moving into my own apartment today." And that's as good a story as we get. And she really took what could have been a circumstance that could have derailed her, and she turned it into a positive and accomplished exactly what she was hoping to get as well. That's what we do. We provide stability. We talk about, more than we talk about homelessness, we talk about housing instability, right? And we know that somebody in that kind of environment has to focus first on stabilizing and then focus on all of those other things that allow you to progress and proceed and succeed. So when that comes to us as an agency, it's the same. So when we get destabilized as an agency, what do? You stop looking forward and you start focusing on the here and now, and that's necessary, but that doesn't allow us to fulfill our mission or our vision in the greatest way. So when somebody comes in, like United Way, and says, what can we do? And how can we stabilize? And how can we support you? And how can we make sure that you can do what your mission says to do and not have to worry about the things of just today or tomorrow? So that stability that United Way gave us allowed us to stay mission focused. It allowed us to look forward. It allowed us to be hopeful. It allowed us to be innovative. It allowed us to do the job we needed to do in the time, in the way it needed to be done now, to do what the community needs. So that stability just undergirds everything we were able to contribute in the last 4 months.